There I was, minding my own business, rabbiting out a back panel groove for my new shelving unit, when all of a sudden, my router caught a piece of wood and bam, a chip jumped right off the board. I kept going to finish the rabbet so everything stayed smooth, but I went back and found the chip in a pile of sawdust so I could fix it. Let me show you how to make this easy repair. Once you've made sure that the chip actually fits, all you really need is some glue and some tape. Just fill the gouge with enough glue to cover every surface area. Spread it out smooth and put the chip back into place, making sure that it's flush with the surfaces next to it. Press down on the chip a few times and wipe away the glue squeeze out now so you don't have to do as much sanding and cleanup later. To actually secure it down to the board, you can use any of a number of methods. This time I decided to use packing tape to hold it down. You can use clamps, particularly on a chip this large, but you just have to be careful that the pressure of the clamp doesn't slide the chip out of position, which is easy to have happen, particularly after you've walked away. One thing I like about the tape method is the tape is less likely to put that kind of pressure on the chip, and it's more likely to stay in place, though you won't get quite as much downward force keeping it attached to the wood below. You can also use tape and clamps, which I've done before, but I didn't think the clamps were necessary this time. It seemed like the packing tape was keeping everything flush with the surface, so there wouldn't be a ton of sanding needed. Then you just sand until you can't see the chip anymore. Honestly, I sanded it so well that I couldn't even find which board was the one that was chipped when I went back looking through the footage. So here's some generic footage of me sanding. So next time you chip out a board while you're routing, don't be afraid. As long as you can find the chip and it's relatively intact, you can always get it fixed.